it so this thing doesn't play the next video like it did last week. Hello, everybody. It's raining hearts in the chat, and that's good to see everybody there. Welcome, welcome. I am Elaine. I'm Ruby. This is the Ruby Tuesday show, and we are live in my basement every Tuesday at 8 o'clock. If you want to be in the live chat with us, all you have to do is go to therubytuesdayshow.com, follow the Ustream link, be here every Tuesday at 8 o'clock, and you can be in the live chat with all of these beautiful people and make some new friends, have some fun with word games and caption pictures, and just relax and be an idiot for about an hour and a half. So what we're going to do, Chapel Hill, like normal, you're going to see a 55-minute show, and then we're going to cut you all loose, and then we're going to continue on with the adult portion of the show after 55 minutes. Okay, everybody, say hello to Randolph. How you doing,
I'm an adult.
You are?
Uh-huh.
How do you know that?
That ain't my dad. That's a cell phone. I don't know, but I've been told.
Okay. Well, I believe you. I believe you. Randolph, I have questions for you just like I do every week. And this is going to be, we're going to kind of continue on what we did last week where I was asking the people in the chat.
Hi, Ginger. Hi, Farmicus.
Look at all those hearts at Trillo's. Wow.
Oh, Trillo's. For a guy who wears a Viking helmet and is that size, he's a softie.
That cabin that Trillo was at looked pretty fantastic too, didn't it?
I just saw Cabin in the Woods. That's a fun movie.
Oh. Yes, Toto, I have noticed that the garden is overtaking. That's kind of funny because there's lots of plants back there. I always ask Randolph a question, and my challenge to the chat last week was to ask you all in the chat questions. How well are you paying attention? How well do you know Randolph? So we're going to continue on with a few of these questions, and then we're going to ask Randolph the real answers. Okay, to you people in the chat, here's your question. From what profession has Randolph retired? And this is so easy. So easy. I know you're all going to get that. Yeah. Trillo said magic. Everybody should know that. Randolph is a retired magician. We're trying to get him to... Randolph, did you just make yourself disappear?
I think I'm still here.
Okay, well, that one was too easy. Here's another one. Here's another question.
Were you sawed in half when we started this?
What?
Were you sawn in half when we started this segment?
I was, it was quarters.
Okay, oh, it's just the way the camera's placed, I hope. All right, go on.
Okay. To the people in the chat, how long has Randolph been a member of iCompositions? And don't go to iCompositions and check.
Well, too late. Come on. These people are fast.
Hi, evil fat man. Hi, evil fat man.
Hey, evil fat man. We saw your twin last week.
Okay, what? Anybody answering? 7 years, Tommy says. Wow.
No, that's breaking a mirror. 222 says 67 years, but still looking good.
Pinky says before running water. That's pretty good. So, do you want to answer that, Randolph, or do you want to keep him in suspense?
I don't remember without looking myself. I'd be surprised if it's that long. I wasn't there when it was founded, and I was there later than Geo.
What do you think? I think it was 5.5 years.
Wow. Still a lot.
Randolph, Trillo says that Randolph does look better than normal tonight. That's
Thanks.
a very high compliment right there. Okay, here's another question for you all in the chat.
Shave my armpit special.
When Randolph giggles, what shoots out his nose? When Randolph giggles, everybody in the chat, what shoots out his nose? And the clue to this is in one of last week's questions.
Ivy says rainbows and wins all the prizes. Trello
Oh,
says hair. Pinky says must be that new lipstick. Oh, as do I look better tonight. Tommy says quotes.
quotes.
Gingerbird says hair.
Oh my goodness.
Totosu says Irish slang.
So to your best recollection then, Randolph, what does shoot out your nose when
It
you
depends what I'm
giggle?
drinking at that moment. If I'm lucky, it's not grapefruit juice.
Oh, that would be horrible. Okay, another question for people in the chat. What instruments does Randolph play?
The Bone Idol.
Rabbits shoot out of your nose? Uh-oh. Oh, boogies.
Everything. Pharmacus says
Hi,
the
Chris.
piccolo. Lol. Two says the triangle. I haven't got my certificate yet for triangle. I'm up to grade 4.
I like to call it I think Tommy has alluded to the xylophone and the piano.
Everyone thinks it's a xylophone. It's a
It's a
glockenspiel.
glockenspiel. I love saying the word glockenspiel. I'm surprised glockenspiel doesn't shoot out your nose when you giggle.
It does.
Oh my God. Okay, and then
clarinet, recorder, ocarina. Not really. I'm not very good on keyboards.
harmonica.
Oh, harmonicas. Yeah. Okay.
You do keyboard.
And computers, computer keyboard.
Yeah.
I'm a QWERTY wizard.
You want to do one more?
Okay.
Okay, one more.
Pinky says skin flute.
Goodness gracious. Okay, chat. What makes Randolph's giggle? What makes Randolph giggle like a schoolboy?
You girls. And Miles.
Hi, Miles.
It's just joined chat.
I think we're going to have to get a bigger bus, Randolph.
Short bus is big enough for everyone here.
Did I go away?
We
What
got
the
censored.
What the heck happened?
We're back. We're back. Okay, can you see? Is yours back on?
Yes, I do believe. That's weird.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, feet tickling is going a bit far for this portion of the show.
Ustream
Sorry,
will have
Ustream.
No more feet
Tommy-
tickling.
Tommy says anything funny. I think he meant anything remotely funny, but that's a lot to type. Pinky says a nice basket. Pinky, I'm detecting a theme to your comments tonight, which would be better elaborated on about 50 minutes from now. Miles says commercials and a frozen ruby.
Oh, come on, Miles. When are you going to get that pop
Buy two, get one
What's
free.
wrong with my mouth? I need to get a drink.
If that was an ad, I'd block it. 222 says, but only with a feather plucked from an eagle. Whoa.
Wow. Where'd you get eagles?
Wow. Trowat says that one got the show cancelled. Hey, we're back.
Okay. So let's move on now. That was very good, guys. Very good, guys. Now, what is the correct answer for that, Randolph? What does make you giggle like a schoolboy?
Miles attempting to use the internet.
What are Tesco? Never mind.
That's one of our British supermarket chains that got caught selling horse meat as beef recently. And everyone was like, if you'd told us it was horse, we would have paid double. What are you doing?
Somebody want to help Miles out there?
Poke it with a stick.
Tap your microphone, Miles.
3 times.
Okay, we're not going to do the little video to get us into the show or to the games. Let's just go right into the games, guys. Okay.
Rabbit clapping.
Okay, what's this one, guys? Here we go with the caption right off the bat. Straight off the bat.
Miles says, are you trying to set me up on a date?
Well, just let me say one more time. It's good to see everybody. Everybody.
This spiky-headed monster looks fantastic from behind.
When I see the Statue of Liberty, I think she's holding a very nice chocolate ice cream cone.
Yeah.
I think she's going to get tickled. Miles is wondering if he sounds like Makoko.
Miles says, "Excuse me, but are those real?" Toot says, "Hey, screw you, I'm bigger." Trilobite 2 says, "This statue of capitalism leaves the Statue of Liberty in its shadow."
Wow. We're into some philosophical captions.
Tommy says, "China invades New York."
Does the Godzilla guy have like a tomato slice in his mouth or what? What is that? I can't make it any bigger. Or is that just his mouth?
It does seem that way. Miles says, "Talk about a chick with a set of brass balls." Look out, Godzilla, or I will shove this torch right up your butt. Pinky says, "They said she was French. I wonder if she has one ting like in Brazil."
Oh my goodness.
I don't...
Pinky is channeling Makoko.
I know that the Statue of Liberty is French and made in France and designed by a French person. Which is why it has weird concepts like liberty on it. 222 says, "Liberty finds a perfect mate." Miles says, "It is a Godzilla Furby." Trilobite 2 says, "Waka waka waka." Screen went black.
Screen went black. Really?
Still says live. Screen went black. Screen's back.
What the heck is going on?
Pharmacus says, "Reincarnation of Osama bin Laden." TM. Miles says, "Talk about a melting pot. New York is the only place where a boy from Japan and a girl from France can meet and fall in love." Stu says, "Not for me." Oh, the screen did not go black for you. Oh dear. Okay. That's my internet then. Whoops. So Jeff is back. Miles says, "Can you imagine what their kids will look like?"
Okay, I'm moving to a say what? This is a say what?
Canoe, key, pace, he, grit.
Hi, Jeff.
Canoe, key, pace, he, grit.
Oh.
Trilobite 2 says, "Can you keep a secret?"
Trillo.
Can you keep a secret?
He wins a stuffed teddy bear. Something like that.
Teddy bears sold separately. Miles says, "Chris, are you good at this?" Tutu says, "Can you paste the grit?"
Oh, can you paste the grit?
Pinky says, "Is my fish really smelly?"
What? Oh my gosh.
Saul says, "You win a ruby flag, but we all have to sign it first."
That's what I should do. I really should do that. I should make a ruby flag and send it to y'all.
What could possibly go wrong?
Oh, man.
I meant possibly. That's the first thing that's ever gone wrong. Miles says, I am still on Kanuki Pay Sheg Rit. Pinky says, that's it in Spanish.
I'm going to give you a new Baldy Dash word, guys. Here's your Baldy Dash word.
Fomka says, can Nookie paste your grits? Forestations.
Oh man, I forgot to play music.
Well, that's the opposite of deforestations. Forestations. Forestat ions. Forestatio. Nissa. Define this word wrong. Two. Saul says Nookie has pasted my grits. Never mind. Tommy says those irritating outbreaks of nature are forestations.
Oh man. Oh boy.
Miles, what are you talking about?
Wow. And this is the rated G version of the show.
I'll come back to that one. Pharmacus says government department dedicated to stopping circumcision. 4 stations, maybe. Pinky says the place when Navi lives.
That's from whatever that Big Blue movie.
The Big Blue movie.
Big Blue movie.
That took a long time, but it was all in 3D. And the money, look at the money. Oh the money. 222 says, put tons of oil stations in the middle of forests because they look nice. There'll be forestations. Trellabite 2 says, the hills are alive with the forestations.
Oh, man.
Saul says, I prefer forestations over infestations. Miles says, how long it takes to get Grand Central. Ah, how long? 4 stations.
Oh, very nice.
Pharmacus says, that's a good one. Pharmacus says, it's Kevlar for your doddle. Okay. Tommy says, a place for trees to fill up.
I think Pinky is doing a great impersonation of Makoko.
222 lost audio and has it back.
Oh, great.
Miles says, I knew I'm not doing well with volume, so I'm trying to go the quality approach. Okay, your Makoko impression is getting better.
My gosh.
Saul says, Jewish folks just have stations.
All right, I got a picture for you guys.
I'll explain later, Timmy. Miles says, you eat 4 in the place the train comes.
Okay.
4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You eat 4 in the place the train comes. Trilobite says, Makoko is in Rome. He's a good friend of that new improved Pope. The new improved Pope is not very improved. Sorry.
Oh, man, I heard him say some stuff and I thought, huh?
He needs to wash his mouth out with soap. Dear oh dear. He should read one of those Jeebus things. They're all full of nice stuff about being good to people.
Yeah. Not being
Honestly.
no stick in the mud.
Psst, psst. Miles says, that was my best Makoko impression. That was very good, Miles. We'll extend the radius on your bracelet thing by another 10 yards, okay? 222 says, the place you go to catch something to get to the train station is 4 stations.
I got a new picture for you guys. Good to read.
Trilo says, hate is the new love. And Miles says, thank you, big thing man with face. And Trilo says, love, hate, love. I think that's his next tattoo. Oh gosh, I hope it's not across his fingers. Those are scary. 222 Tootstoo says, I hate you so much, Trillo. Oh. Pinky says, did you see him with the incense pot trying to get rid of the smell of the old Pope?
Oh,
I
my
did.
goodness.
He swears that smell was there before he started poping.
The old Pope smell.
Yes. Newt has come to save the day.
Newt!
Okay. Elephants are the new tool for alien probes. That's my doorbell. Oh, craps. Okay, that's my doorbell. Hang on, I'll be back in a minute.
Alrighty. Newt says, this is the photo I am greeted with when I join. Yes. Miles says, peanut enemas are the new thing. Pinky says, Newt. Rubybot says, Newt. Iron Saw says, is this the pic you're trying to send me, Tom? Evil Fact Man says, third world colonoscopy. Toto 2 says, we need a new breed of elements. Drello says his nose should be able to grip the plug and dislodge it. Chris says, Pharmakeia says, I said elephants were my enemies, not my enema. I hope that poor elephant. It's a hoover. This is a really bad form of CPR. Tommy says, we told you not to sit on your camera. Toto 2 says, the new way to extract natural gas. Oh, brilliant. Trillo says, Randolph said this would tickle and make me giggle. Ah, damn you, Randolph. Pinky says, wait, let me roll over.
Wow.
Oh, man. Iron Saw said apparently the guy had peanuts for lunch, and there, you ready to take over, Randolph?
Maybe not with that one.
Miles says, I said no fisting when I am drunk, not lisping when I am drunk. Huh?
Newt says this carnival worker has stolen his last peanut.
Wow, guys. Wow.
Did anybody get skipped?
I don't think so. They were fast and furious. Wow. I wonder if this guy knew anything like this was going to happen.
He paid for a massage with a happy ending.
The hard way. These are the elephant police. Oh, man.
Miles says that guy laying on the ground with the elephant's trunk up his butt wasn't skipped. Newt says this yoga class is not for everyone. Saul says, why is the guy holding his arms?
Keep him from getting crushed, probably.
Pinky says in Spanish, es tu macho, es muy guapo. Es muy guapo. Guapo? What is that?
Guapo?
Guapo?
Guapo. Whatever it is, it's... I don't know.
222 says elephants are fighting back against tourism. Newt says the bullfighter on the right waits for his turn on the mat. And Newt says guapo means handsome, thanks. Okay. Trilobite says the elephant says, oh, excuse me, how embarrassing. Saul says, I won't be but a minute.
I think this is a an elephant fart extraction exercise. You've heard of stealing kisses? He's stealing farts. me for tonight is manacles.
If that's the regular beach, I can't imagine what the nudist one is like.
Can you imagine? How does he explain this to his friends?
222 says, elephant doctors, does it hurt when I do this? Miles says, say the one about what kind of extractor again for Jackie, please. Oh, I see. He wants to hear the F word, I expect.
Jackie, this is a fart extractor. A fart extractor.
There we go. Trilobite 2 says, trunk in the trunk. Newt says, Dumbo searches for his placebo feather so he can fly again. Saul says, just turn your head and cough.
Oh my gosh, you guys are
Tommy
hilarious.
says, Homeland Security procedure that is more green. Pinky says, I heard he just lays there. Miles says, I'm trying to explain to Jackie that fart jokes are not appropriate for 6-year-olds.
Miles, you're not doing a very good job.
They're not appropriate in front of teachers, I think that's what it is.
Oh my god, you guys are hilarious.
Trilobite 2 says, suck or blow, choose your fate.
Oh, funny guys. I gotta find a new something. What am I gonna find here? Oh, let's see. Let's see.
Trilobite 2 says, uncle, uncle.
Okay, what's this? Try this one, guys.
Newt says next time the guy will not book his vacation through Expedia. Pinky says, and now experience the power of this fully functional elephant.
Oh, bless you, bless you, bless you. That was a great picture. You guys did fantastic on that.
Newt says, I'm a love machine.
Yeah. This game doesn't last too long, does it?
10%.
I'm going to try to find a limerick. That was a little bit, that one's going to have to wait until after 9 o'clock. Let's see.
Saul says, sounds like silicon.
Rue has joined the chat.
Hey, Brew.
Okay, I'm going to look at this one. I don't know if I can't preview these, and I have some adult limericks in here. So if this is an adult one, I'm going to get rid of it real quick. Oh, it's okay, I guess.
Okay, if the first line ends in Venus, maybe skip it. Pinky says, I hate Martin Sheen. Oh. I was banging 40-gram rocks. Winning.
Martin Sheen.
He's a rock star from Mars with tiger blood. Oh no, that's Charlie. Okay, there was a young girl named Anne Heiser,
And
Heiser, who swore that no man could surprise her. But Pabst took a chance, found a schlitz in her pants.
And Tommy says, and jumped in front of Budweiser.
Oh, pretty good. Tutsu says, but found out it was really just a sausage. Saul says, but Pabst took a chance, found a schlitz in her pants, so now they might have to circumcise her. Him. Her. Pharmacus says, found a schlitz in her pants and routinely went on to advise her. Pharmacus, you respected the meter. Well done.
Oh, man. Okay, I'm working the levers behind the curtain.
Brewchugger says found a schlitz in her pants, but got a disease. We despise her.
Okay, I'm going on to find a picture. Here's one for you guys. Toto.
What? Toto says she had a tiny baby living in her flab. She was a bit big. Oh, Newt, sorry, Newt had, but her bra with the tap was wiser. I think Tom. I think Tom wins for product placement. It's consistent. Pinky suggests she had a monster the size of Argentina.
Pinky, you are doing an absolutely brilliant job doing Makoko. This is fantastic.
Tommy says, Spock, I think I just made a duty.
He is a handsome man, isn't he?
Sorry. Toot says, do you flatter yourself steering the ship in that? Oh, you do flatter yourself steering the ship in that. That is an amazing costume for a starship captain. Now you come to think about it. And weirdly, Picard had more reason to dress up and didn't. I guess those were the space 70s.
Is that a little plant behind his head? Is that marijuana behind the plant, or is that something else?
Oh, wow.
That would have been funny if that would have... I mean, there's lots of plants that look like that, I suppose.
I'm sure it's just space weed of some description. Trilobite 2, yep, spotted that and says legalize it. Pinky says, does this tunic make you Randy? Evil Fatman says, just need a fancy hat and I can be a 25th century Pope. Tommy says, come on, this is the 25th century. Why can't I get a burger without mustard? Newt says, my vest is going to do a flying drop kick in your face. Saul says, hi, my name is Jim. I prefer green chicks, but I'm open to explore new cultures and boldly go. Newt says, Ensign Kirk wears his first medal.
Ah.
Tusu says, yes, I'm the new human around these parts. Tommy says, Kirk's new drum machine. Fat Man says, I'm just going to stare at that transporter until my sleeves arrive.
Oh, man. That's hilarious.
Pinky says, I'm a Taurus. I like sex with aliens. My favorite color is clear. Call me.
Oh, man.
Saul says, wait, is that the cube?
I have a balderdash word for you.
Newt says the light bright was popular with the crew. Tutu says still sitting patiently for Half-Life 3.
Yiker. This might be a tough one.
Yicker.
Yicker? Okay.
I'm going with yicker.
You say yicker and I say yiker.
Saul says that has to be a Yiddish word. Oh, Pinky for the picture says Tommy just finished installing an SSL board. Tommy says yiker, I don't even know her. Tutu says biker. Brood Chugger says poker in the front, yiker in the rear. What?
What? I'm gonna find a new.
I don't even know how to say that word.
Chris says when you run over roadkill, it gets yicker, yiker, yicker, yiker, yicker, yiker.
When you run over roadkill, it gets yicker. Pinky says a derogatory term for a mustachioed fop from Chile.
Goodness gracious.
It's pretty specific.
Okay, I have a limerick here. Again, if it's one of the adult ones, I will remove it immediately. Hey, that's the same one. That's got good. Oh, look at that. I don't want that. I don't want that. I'm going to switch. Oh, heck, since it's there, let's do it. We'll just do it.
Okay, what are we going to do?
We're going to do...
Okay, Newt says one who yikes is a yiker. Or yicker.
Well, that's weird. What's happening with the sound?
Cats with moustaches. You can't go wrong with that.
He's like a barbershop kitty.
You need 4 of them for that. 4-part meow harmony. Have we done that already? I'm not sure.
Oh, man. I think it needs to be done.
Pinky says Spanish for whiskey. Next.
See, I could see Newt taking this picture and doing his Photoshoppy stuff with it and making 4 kitty cats and making them different colors and having a nice little quartet. He could do it. He could do it. He could do it. He could do it. I wonder what they would sing. What would kitty cats in a barbershop quartet sing? Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer, do.
Don't use the electric clippers near our tail. Because that Dr. Guy was an asshole. We don't trust barbers now.
Oh, boy. Newt says this is a butler cat.
Toadstool says when cats ruled during the Victorian times, they were betting on dogfights.
I like the little hat. And this cat doesn't look too horribly upset.
Newt says they will sing ice cream. I don't know how to do that in a cat way.
How would you do that? I guess
But Newt will.
We're gonna have to wait until Newt makes the video, then we'll find out.
Okay. Oh no, Pinky says El gato jefe muy pinche loco. Ay, ay.
And Tommy says, if you dress me like this again, I will stab you with my sickers.
The cat boss something crazy. Ay, ay. Newt says it looks like baseball uniform too. What, with the hat and the moustache?
And the little tie. I'm surprised it doesn't have a little watch fob.
Tutu says, you may call me Sir Puss Puss.
I have a say what word for you.
Okay. Okay. Trilobite 2 says, what? We have whiskers. It's not weird.
Hive Cotter brand Nookie. Ooh, and Chris gets 5,000 points. We'll do another one of them. What's this one?
That was the episode of MASH with the beehive and breakfast cereal. Saul says, damn it, Chris.
Here's a new one for you. Do you think it's too much help, Randolph, if we read it to them? Maybe they need to read it to themselves.
I think the very first time we read it out loud, we should separate the words like Makoko.
I think we should read it backwards.
Pyre Van Edge Dean Hiawatha. Hiawatha Dean Edge Van Pyre. Newt says for my roller skates. What's going on now? Okay, I got a brand new key.
For my roller skates.
For my roller skates. Tusha says, really sir, your dress sense is awful. Me, I look fabulous. Meow. Pinky says, bees in Mr. Cotter's class killed Vinnie Barbarino.
Oh, and now that last one, Tommy said, I've got a brain nookie. Did you read that, or did I read it twice?
I think I skipped that.
Okay, good. I'm glad I got
Sorry,
it.
Tom. Okay, Pinky says, Indian princess burns down village.
She's a highly educated.
This one's easy for me because I sparkle. Pharmaca says that was a mini, haha.
Okay, any other guesses on this before Randolph starts reading them?
Hiawatha Dean Edge Vampire.
This one is a little bit harder.
Well, they're not getting this one.
Hiawatha Dean.
There we go. Trilobite got it. I was a teenage vampire.
Hey! Good, guys. Good, good, good. Okay, here is a limerick. Uh-oh, here we go. Whoops, sorry, I gotta delete this and I'm going back to... That one. This one, guys.
Tootsie says, Edward's a vampire? Saul says with a lisp. There once was a girl from... Hey, bring it back.
Hey, whatever happened to Ivy?
Kelp.
Ivy was here and she
There...
left.
Oh, wow. Okay, these are going way too fast. Which one are we doing?
I had to, yeah, we're doing this one. There once was a girl from St. Paul.
Who wore a newspaper dress to a ball. The dress caught on fire and burnt the entire... Tutu says newspaper dress.
Of course.
Yeah.
Where did Ivy go?
Pharmacus says the dress caught on fire and burnt the entire Lady Gaga meat tray and all.
Oh boy. Explain a limerick to Mr. Toto too, please.
Tutu says people that went to the ball. Tommy says dress caught on fire and burnt the entire place into a dance hall. Creative arson there. Upgrading the property value for once. Saul says dress but still we inquired. Trilobite says front page, sports section and all. Okay. That works. Wore a newspaper dress to a ball, dress caught on fire and burnt the entire front page, sports section and all.
Ah.
Very good. Bruce Chucker says group of people watching, save Saul.
Hello. Going back. We're gonna move to another one. Since I just messed it up by doing that, I could never find it back. Okay. How about,
Tutu says I get it, but I'm not so good at it.
how's this one? And after this one, we're going to wrap up the Chapel Hill show and then go on to the adult portion of the show.
Newt says, so now she back at the mole. Pinky says, this is English language sheet. I have a big one here.
Yeah, there's a fine line between the G-rated and the adult portion of the show. Very fine line. You got picture back, Chris? I don't know what's going on tonight with this, we haven't lost. I don't know what the heck is going on. What's going on?
Saul says, he's such a big man, but look.
Oh, he forgot to tan his head, too. Look at the back of his neck.
Steroids.
Alex says, do steroids do that to all men? Tutu says, wow, I thought we were getting male hunks. Trilo says, yeah, I use tanning lotion. Tommy says, see how you can lose your manhood by working out too much. Newt says, tee-hee, it is so tiny. Evil Fat Man says, that's where the steroids make things smaller. Newt says, this man's newspaper dress is burnt off.
I think he's wearing a meat dress.
Pinky says, what happened to his G-string here in the front? Who fitted this poor Adonis?
Look how his arms just hang. They don't look right.
His mother and I are especially proud of this one. Newt says, dude, that is on backwards. Saul says, this man trains for 20 years and increases the size of every body part except for one, which only looks smaller.
Okay, I'm on to a new Boulder Dash word, guys. Boulder Dash, Boulder Dash, Boulder Dash. Oh, that's not Boulder Dash. Doggone it, I thought it was. Doggone it. I'm going to have to label these better.
Pinky says, I think he has worms. Look here.
Oh my gosh.
Tommy says there's an app for that. Susu says, sorry, I was meant to be going to a parenting class, not the gym. Saul says dead censored are still censored. Her bra cadaver. Formica says abracadabra. Newt says, you see, Mr. Smith, your logo is well placed where everyone will see it.
Oh, yeah. Okay, guys, I'm going to say goodbye to everybody in Chapel Hill, and remember to come back every Tuesday, 8 o'clock. TheRubyTuesdayShow.com. Follow the Ustream links. Be here. You can join us. Thanks for being here and all that stuff. Now we're going to go on to the adult portion of the show. How much more adult can it get? Who knows? We'll find out. How's this?